And welcome everybody to Animal News. I'm your host, Corbin Maxey. This right here is my co-host, Erwin. He's a monkey-tailed skink. This is your news for the week of Monday, May 11th. Okay, fantastic news coming out of Iceland. For the second year in a row, Iceland has vowed to stop whaling. Now, this is fantastic news for those of you wondering what whaling is. It's basically where they slaughter whales for their meat. And they ship the meat over to places like Japan, and even hungry tourists in Iceland eat the whales. Now, it turns out over the last few years, people have decided they don't want to eat whales. And this is honestly fantastic news because a few years back, they were actually killing the endangered fin whales, which are one of the largest whales on the planet. And they were shipping the meat over to Japan. Here's the deal. We need to stop whaling. It's not sustainable. It's unethical the way they kill these whales. It's just horrendous. People need to keep whales in the ocean, not on the dinner plate. These are beautiful animals. We need to conserve them for future generations. In other news, it comes out of Washington State, where conservation groups are actually trying to urge Washington Fish and Wildlife Commission to stop the killing of their endangered wolves. Now, this has been a hot debate in Washington. Since 2012, Washington officials have killed 31 wolves. Now, 26 out of those 31 wolves were actually killed in the same range, the Kettle River Range. And they're having a conflict with one livestock owner. This one bad apple they're having a conflict with. And what's happening since 2012, they've eradicated or killed the packs of wolves that have had negative conflicts with the livestock. The problem is, once you kill a pack of the wolves, a new pack will come in, they slaughter those wolves, and then a new pack will come in, and the process repeats itself. The program they have now is not working. So conservation officials are trying to urge Washington State to actually look at other ways, non-lethal ways to handle the wolf and livestock problem. Now, wolves, by the way, account for less than 1% of total livestock loss in the United States. Let me say that one more time. Wolves account for less than 1% of livestock fatalities in the United States. We need to conserve wolves. They are a keystone species. They help keep predator and prey populations in check. And this last piece of news also comes out of Washington State, where we now have to worry about Gypsy Moths. That's right. Move over, murder hornets. We now have a new bug in town. Seriously. The species name is the Gypsy Moth. These moths could cause serious damage to our trees and forests. They can wreak havoc. They can completely defoliate a tree. They can make the tree less resistant to insects. As I speak now, Washington officials are spraying an insecticide to try to control the invasive moth. I think this is fantastic. Invasive species really can have detrimental effects on the ecosystems. Now, these moths and Asian gypsy moths have been in the United States actually since the 1800s, but we need to get these moths under control because once again, they can wreak havoc. If you like this week's animal news, make sure to follow and subscribe to my social channels at Corbin Maxey for more exciting content, for more animal news. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Move over, murder hornets. This is a type of Asian gypsy moth. This is a type of Asian gypsy moth. The species name, Okay. It's basically in less. I wish I had vodka right now. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.